Hey guys, it's Chantelle here. So last week we spoke about how borderline personality disorder affected me, and this week I actually want to go with a different view upon forgiveness, forgiving people with mental disorders. I don't think that there is enough written about this, and I don't feel that the people who have individuals in their family with a mental disorder know what to expect or how to look after a person like that. So for me, it is all about understanding. Now, I honestly was a mess until Warwick's wife, Leslie, took over and actually started helping me. Now, she started helping me with regards to my finances, with regards to my medication, with regards to a lot of things. And what I learned with her and from her is forgiveness. You need to keep an open mind. These people have, or people like me, have had a life before we were even diagnosed, and we were not even aware that we had a disorder. However, our perception of reality was never the same as anyone else's. I constantly always felt like an outcast. Like the way I handled my life and the way I saw my relationships, I thought it was normal. But that 80% that a normal person understands, I only understood 20% of that 80%. So relationships was a big problem for me. I honestly can't tell you how I struggled with relationships. And I actually went through a phase where I was very promiscuous because I felt that love was a sexual thing, and also once you sleep with someone, that will just fill a void in your life that I thought was a big thing for me. So luckily I got diagnosed 12 years ago, and I know and I'm aware of what I have. And if I don't take my medication, I'm a bad person. I really am. I go off the rails. So what happened was Leslie stepped in one day and said that, in order for me to get better, someone needs to help. And she didn't have to, and I'm her husband's ex-wife, so why would she even do that? But she saw it from a point of love and care. I am not just Warwick's ex-wife. I am the mother of his children. She is the stepmom, but I don't see her as a stepmom. I see her as the other mother. And she saw the need for someone to look after me. And then after her and I sat one day and we hashed everything out, I think she realized that after I lost my sister, I kind of gave up on me. And that I've never really actually figured out what's enough and what's important for me. And then she stepped in, and I can't tell you how it's changed my life and how much it means to me, because I can function as a normal, kind of slightly normal human being. But what I want to get at is someone needs to take ownership, and someone needs to become your sponsor. Now, a sponsor can be seen, or guidance can be seen as in a friend, it can be seen in a family member, it can be seen as the new stepwife of your ex-husband. But what it needs to do is it needs to be able to explain the situation. So Leslie is fully aware of my mental disorder. She knows exactly that emotions are higher, my emotions are 10 times higher than theirs, and my understanding is not as clear as they would understand something. So she had to kind of go and read up about the condition and read up about my medication, and more often than not I fuck up, and then she's the one who comes and says, guys, we need to remember where Chantelle's coming from. We need to look at the situation. And she kind of fixed it. And I feel like if I didn't have her, I would have been in a dismal situation a long time ago. So for me, regarding why I do Surviving Chantelle, is I want to connect with people who is in a similar situation as me. But we have to find a sponsor, and we have to find a guidance somewhere in a family member or a friend, or even if it is me, then you know what? I will be there for you. The thing is just, you can't do it alone. Yes, a lot of people think they can do it alone, but you can't. Unfortunately, that is just human nature and how life is supposed to be. You cannot function normally with a mental illness alone. You need support and you need guidance. And hence, that is why I'm so open about this, because I thought I could do it alone, but I couldn't. So the next time you feel like it gets too much, it's overwhelming, it's just you don't know what to do, you don't know who to talk to, visit me on my website, email me at info@survivingchantelle.co.za and get in contact. I am a phone call away, I am an email away, and believe me, no story can scare me, because when I was in Tara, I was in a room, a ward, with 10 other females, and each of us had a different disorder. That's why I say I know about mental disorders. I know what bipolar is. I know what body dysmorphia disorder is. I know exactly what depression, really, really, really intense depression is. Multiple stressor disorders, PTSD, you name them. I lived with these females. I walked their lives through those 8 weeks with them. I know what it is like. And you are not alone. There's a lot of people out there. The only problem is we need to speak about it. We need to become more aware of it. So next week's episode, I will be doing a Zoom call with Leslie. It's going to give you a bit more perspective of the relationship that her and I have, and we want you to watch our episode and maybe send us some questions, or testimonials, or what you think about our relationship, because we want to help people out there, and I want you to see that I don't only preach that we have a good relationship, that I can actually have a conversation with her and post it, and you can see for yourself the dynamic between us. And you know what, it's also about women supporting women, and that is the big thing. So please know you're not alone. You can be forgiven. You can get help, and that this is part of life. There's nothing wrong with you. You can survive yourself, like I survived myself. Hence why I created Surviving Chantelle. And then tune in next week with my Zoom call with Leslie, and I'll post it, and then send all your questions and we'll answer it, or your you know us, and you know what our relationship is like and what you think of the dynamic between us. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And then don't forget to watch Single Wives Tonight on Mnet 101. Ciao!